In the tapestry of life, certain moments shape and change us forever. I am Perseus, son of Zeus, ruler of Olympus, and the mortal princess Danae. From my father, I inherited divine essence, and from my mother, mortal blood. I've witnessed many tales where the fates of gods and mortals intertwine in tragic and profound ways. One such story is that of Medusa, a tale not of mere mortals, but of gods wielding their infinite power over those beneath them. Medusa, unlike her sisters, was born mortal, a fact she was blissfully unaware of during her early years. She lived with her family in a small, damp cave near the Aegean Sea. Her sisters, Stheno and Euryale, were immortal gorgons, half woman, half serpent. But Medusa had smooth porcelain skin and golden hair that shone like the sun, a blessing as it was a curse. Medusa believed her family was like any other. Though loved by her sisters, she felt a subtle distance, a reminder of her differences. One day, while fetching water, she noticed sailors approaching the shore. Curious and eager to explore the world beyond her cave, she decided to approach them.
I'm Medusa from Athens. Are you lost?
I've never seen such beautiful golden hair. The sun itself has blessed you.
Medusa's sisters, however, knew all too well the peril that came with strangers. As the sailors drew closer, Stheno and Euryale emerged from the shadows, their monstrous forms causing the men to freeze in terror. The sailors were turned to stone, and Medusa watched in shock, realizing for the first time the power her sisters wielded and the danger that came with it.
You don't understand the world as we do. You are mortal, vulnerable. Only we can protect you.
Medusa felt increasingly isolated, knowing she would never be like her sisters. Her only friend Iphicles, a young warrior in training with dreams of adventure, often visited her. Medusa cherished their bond, finding in him a kindred spirit who shared her curiosity about the world.
Iphicles, I know there's more out there. I want to be part of something greater.
You should visit Athena's temple, Medusa. It's a place of wisdom and beauty, just like you. There you'd find knowledge, purpose, and a chance to serve a goddess who values strength and intelligence.
Iphicles' words ignited a longing in Medusa. Serving in Athena's temple felt like a dream, but it meant leaving her family and the safety of the cave.
I shall depart and devote myself to the service of Athena as her priestess.
Medusa, the world beyond is harsh. Here you're safe. Why would you choose to leave?
Mother, please understand. I long to make a mark, to serve a higher purpose, to bring about change.
Despite their protests, Medusa's mind was made up. She went to serve Athena, dedicating herself fully. In the temple, her beauty and devotion quickly made her the center of attention. Crowds gathered, not just for her looks, but for her grace and commitment. Even I, Perseus, saw her, and was struck by her deep devotion. But admiration soon turned to envy, and whispers spread that Medusa's beauty and dedication rivaled even Athena's. Medusa dismissed these whispers, but they reached the gods, especially Poseidon, who resented Athena. Their rivalry dated back to a contest for Athens, which Athena won. Seeing Medusa as the perfect way to strike at Athena, Poseidon plotted. One day, as Medusa walked along the beach, the sea grew violent, and Poseidon emerged from the crashing waves.
Medusa, your beauty is known even in the depths of the sea. Come with me, and I will give you treasures beyond your wildest dreams.
No, I am devoted to Athena. I want nothing from you.
Athena can't offer what I can. Imagine the power, the wonders. You're destined for more. You deserve the world at your feet.
I will not betray Athena. I beg you, leave me in peace.
But Poseidon was not a god to be refused. He pursued Medusa relentlessly. And desperate to escape, she fled to the temple of Athena, hoping that the goddess would protect her. The goddess was nowhere in sight. Medusa was about to give up when she heard a voice of hope.
Leave her be, Poseidon! She has done nothing to deserve your wrath!
You dare to defy a god, mortal? Step aside or face the consequences of your foolish bravery.
I will not let you harm her! If you want Medusa, you will have to go through me.
Iphicles lunged at Poseidon, but with a flick of his hand, Poseidon sent a wave of energy that hurled Iphicles across the temple. He hit the stone wall with a sickening thud and collapsed, unconscious, his sword clattering to the ground.
Iphicles! Please, you must wake up!
The crash echoed through the temple, breaking its serenity. Athena, ever vigilant, descended to investigate. On seeing the unconscious Iphicles and towering Poseidon, Athena misinterpreted the scene, believing Medusa had invited chaos and disgrace into her sacred space.
You have brought shame upon this temple and upon me. For this, you must be punished.
Please, Athena, I am blameless.
Enough! Your choices have led to this, and now you shall face the consequences of your betrayal.
With a wave of her hand, she cursed Medusa, transforming her beautiful golden hair into a writhing mass of venomous snakes. Her once radiant skin turned to scales. She knew that now she held the power to turn any living creature to stone and was no longer a woman, but a creature of horror.
What have you done to me? All I've ever wanted was to serve you and be close to your heart. Now you've turned me into a monster!
You are what you deserve to be, Medusa. Let this be a lesson to all who would defy the gods.
Nearby, Iphicles stirred, the crash that had knocked him unconscious fading as he slowly came to. Hearing Medusa's anguished voice, he forced himself up, his vision blurry, but his heart full of concern.
Medusa, I am here.
Medusa's heart pounded with a new terror. She backed away, her serpents writhing and hissing.
Iphicles, no! Don't look at me! Please, you can't! I'm a monster!
Iphicles, hearing the desperation in her voice, reached his hand out to comfort her.
I shall not look at you, but you are no monster. I don't believe it.
As Iphicles stepped closer, one of the snakes, sensing his movement, lashed out with a vicious strike. Its fangs sank deep into his arm, and he cried out in pain.
Iphicles, please! Keep your eyes away!
I never think you were a monster. No matter what you are, you're still you.
Iphicles lifted his head, his eyes searching for Medusa. He wanted to see her, to reassure himself that she was still the friend he loved.
Iphicles, no!
Their gazes locked for an instant, and Medusa's heart sank. But Iphicles' expression was not a look of comfort, but of terror.
Medusa.
His body began to stiffen, turning to cold, unforgiving stone.
Please, don't leave me, Iphicles. I'm sorry.
Medusa knelt beside the stone form of Iphicles, her heart shattered. Overwhelmed by grief, she fled the temple, desperate to escape the nightmare she had become. In a remote cave, she wept, haunted by the loss of her friend and his final look of terror. But even in isolation, there was no peace. Word of her curse spread, and warriors came seeking her head. Forced to defend herself, Medusa's heart broke with each life she took, her sorrow deepening as she realized there was no escape from the curse that had destroyed everything she loved. As the years passed, I became the warrior I aspired to be, mindful of my father Zeus's legacy. Tales of Medusa's grim fate, a once gentle soul twisted into a fearsome creature, reached me even though I didn't want to believe it. One night, the gods summoned me through a vision, and Athena appeared in a dream.
Perseus, son of Zeus, you are favored among men by the gods. I have a task for you, one that will test your courage and loyalty to Olympus. You must slay the monster Medusa and bring me her head. Only then will you truly prove yourself worthy.
The very thought was unbearable, but I knew I had no choice. The gods had decreed it, and to refuse would be to invite their wrath upon myself and those I loved. It is impossible, for if my eyes set upon her, I will be turned to stone. In the dream, Athena handed me a shield that gleamed like a mirror. And suddenly when I woke, it was in my hands. I soon set out for Medusa's cave. When I entered the cave, I heard a rustle, a hiss, and then her voice, soft, sorrowful, and filled with a pain that cut me to the core.
Leave this place, stranger. I do not wish to harm you.
Medusa, it is I, Perseus. I have come to end your misery. Athena herself has sent me. At the mention of Athena, a profound sorrow gripped Medusa's heart. The weight of her transformation from a once beautiful soul to a horrific monster filled her with shame. Tears welled in her eyes as she accepted the inevitable, knowing that this was the only way to end her torment and escape the endless suffering that had consumed her life.
But how can it be? You will be turned to stone.
Through the reflection in my shield, I saw her again. The once beautiful Medusa was now a tormented creature, her radiant face twisted, her golden hair writhing with serpents, a cruel reminder of what she had lost. With a heavy heart, I raised my sword and struck. Her blood spilled, and from it emerged Chrysaor, the golden warrior, and Pegasus, the winged horse. Even in death, Medusa's legacy endured, her curse giving birth to new life. I took her head, as Athena had commanded, and left the cave. But the victory felt hollow, the triumph meaningless. I brought Medusa's head to Athena, and she took it without a word, placing it upon her shield where it would remain as a symbol of her power and a warning to all who would defy her.
Hail the god of wisdom! Hail the god of wisdom! Hail the god of wisdom!
But in my heart, I knew Medusa had been more than just a monster. And out of the tragedy, in a cruel twist of fate, Medusa did get the one thing she always wanted: to be close to Athena's heart once again. In the end, Medusa's story is not only tragic, but rather ironic. Athena's jealousy and vengeance against a mere mortal ultimately made Medusa's name unforgettable. Once a victim of divine wrath, her legacy is now immortalized in the very mythology that sought to destroy her.